I'm so excited, like my whole space. Some of them, they know each other, but I don't know if we've really collaborated with each other. Yeah. What's the possibilities of mixing mediums, right? And pulling that off. That's kind of like my work. I really enjoy mixing mediums. My next steps in my career is really working with another series of different artists and then pulling out new forms out of that and solutions to how to be support yourself, I guess.
Yeah, support yourself as an artist. That's a very important thing to be focused on.
Yeah.
Just from my experience also in working with you, and I got to collaborate with you on the I Heart Van Art project, which was all about that collaboration. And I think it's such a brilliant thing that more of is what I want to be doing. And it was brilliant to be all of a sudden be working with, you know, not just dancers and singers, but you've got poets and painters and DJs and all of these different people that are creating entertainment forms and art, and it's fantastic when you start mixing that pot and going, hey.
Yeah, and speaking of I Heart Van Art, our motto, our mandate is really to elevate the value of arts in Vancouver through celebration and pride in our city and the arts and culture of our city. And it's more of feeling, I think, that we're trying to establish, that you can walk around and look up and see somebody. And you know, we're really promoting the pins so that if you see somebody who hearts Van Art, and you as well, it just gives it that open door to hey, what do you do? You know?
Yeah.
And stimulating that conversation. And I think we don't have enough of that yet in Vancouver. And I think that the more people start to communicate and share ideas, and knowing that an idea is not just solely your own, and that imagination, inspiration comes from something we've seen before that we can all just build from. And that will create a community where we're I'm so excited to see your work. For example, Brief Encounters is a fabulous festival. Well, it's a show that, if you don't know about it, where they match artists together.
Match artists together, yeah.
Yeah, and I having the opportunity to be in 2 of them and seeing what was created out of that, and seeing that I can go international with it and promote my city and feel proud of my city. You just see the endless possibilities with working together.
Yeah, I think that that's such an important theme, and I do believe that we're on the sort of the verge of doing more and more of that in the city. And you know, and I think that you're a great stimulus to that. I think that you've actually helped to get this big ball rolling with the Made in Vancouver Festival, which you launched during the Olympics, and all of a sudden these artists talking to each other, collaborating with each other, getting to know each other.
And of course I couldn't have done it without you and everybody else who really volunteered their time, and that was a true testament of what it means to have a community. And I think that's what the biggest feedback we got was when they were walking through the streets of Yaletown, and really it had that sense of raw, organic community feel. But I think that's what we have to remember. It's really back to the basics of helping each other, and that give, receive, a win-win situation, and that anything is possible. I mean, I say this all the time, but I don't think it would have been possible with your help and everybody else who really stepped up.
There was a great group of people involved, from the people that were helping to organize it, for the people who were there actually entertaining people in the streets, doing their thing. Your summer camp that you're doing this year for the first time, is that something that you're working with the kids who have seen your shows through the schools and through the community centers, or are you looking for local Vancouver youth?
We're sending all of our promo material to all the schools that we've performed for.
Okay.
And we're not limiting it. If somebody from, Kelowna wants to come to my camp, of course it's not an overnight camp.
Right.
So it's enough for, daytime, right?
Either mornings or afternoons, or is it just that the day is broken into 2 sections?
There's 2 sections in the day. However, you can choose to go for the full day. So there's also a discounted price for taking the 2 sessions.
I like the way you've broken that up too. It seems to me like the morning is really about creativity with materials.
Yeah.
That's one way of stimulating the creative mind, and then the later part of the day is where you're the instrument.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And there's some kids, parents see that they're stronger in one and really want to pull that out, or if they want to actually challenge the child, right? Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, I know you're really shy, but I'll put you in there. And of course, it's a very welcoming, and it's only 12 kids per session. So it's a very focused,
intimate group. Feel good in this team.
And we get to learn about each person's personality and help each other as a team. You really get involved. We know who you are. We learn who you are by the end of the 2 weeks. So it's a growing process for us, in fact. We've just recently called our space the play space.
Nice.
And play stands for pursuing life, art, and youthfulness.
Yes, that's brilliant.
Thank you.
Okay, the play space. Very good. Well, Dianna, thank you so much for coming down to Blue Egg today and talking with us. I can't wait till the next time you're here and we're working together more.
Of course.
Yay! Okay.